Aquarius, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 14th through to the 20th of August. Off the wall readings. I've got to say, everybody's had off the wall readings, and it's all about the little pieces, the little increments within oneself that we need to do in order to create the manifestation conditions to get exactly what we want. Well, not exactly what we want, or to get what, or to manifest what we want to manifest, basically. Yeah, so off the wall readings, I thought I'd just better warn you. It is the third week of August, and we did see that in the monthly readings as well for everybody. I hope you have a lovely reading. Whew, Two of Swords. This is interesting as an overall energy. It's a decision that needs to be made, and I think it's a difficult decision within you. I think there's some things you need to look more deeply into within you, and I think it's what I'm saying, what I'm getting off here is that you shouldn't be influenced by the outside world when making your decisions, and I don't think you generally are, Aquarius, but you are the ones making these decisions, and once you do, you will be the leader in your pathway. Yes, when you look deep within yourself, we discover a lot of our shadow side. And this is where I was talking last week, I think, about being gentle with yourself. So I would be very gentle with yourself, but there is a decision, and the overall energy is encouraging you to make a certain decision within you. It's a lifestyle decision in a way, you know, or a being decision, you know. Let's just see what goes on in your karmic path and your relationship side. You get the world, whole brand new cycle for you, really. And this is a manifestation card as well. If you imagine the world is going through that portal, those two snakes, that Viathon, going through those two snakes into a new reality. The thing is, this is where the manifestation comes into play. You know, there is every aspect of all the elements that you need in order to manifest. Things are reunited or regrouped in order for that manifestation to happen. But if you look at the Magician's card, it is the infinity sign, yeah? But that is actually an infinity sign, but you're just looking above it. So it's actually a circle. The reason we see it as an infinity sign, so if I do this, it's at no point are these crossing points in the middle actually connecting with one another in the middle, in that point there. It's actually a circle. So it looks like that. So that is the infinite, but as I turn it, it's actually one circle, and that's what that's all about. It is a case of activating your manifestation within regards to your relationships. How's the universe helping you? Six of Wands. Yeah, I think you deserve this moment here. I think the universe is sort of saying, I think you've done incredibly good work on yourself, on the world around you. In the past 6 months, it's been beautiful to read your tarots, actually, to be honest. And I think the universe is recognizing this. They're recognizing your righteous place, your raison d'etre, your righteous place for being there. You've earned this, basically, and you've earned this recognition and success from the universe. How is the past connecting to your future? You get the Eight of Wands, loads of information coming in your way. Load of communication with other people, with all your relationships. That's where you've been. That's what it's come out of. A lot of observation, I think, and that has created that communication. I also think this is a card of converting negative into positive. It's a bit like Buddha when he was sat at the base of the tree and he got fired loads of arrows, flaming arrows in his direction that he converted into lotus flowers. And I think this is the same for you. I think this is where you've come from. You've converted a lot of negative into positive for your future, and now it's a case of using it within this cycle. I think this is the best thing for you, you know. Bonjour. It's the best thing for you. Let's just see what the future sort of like brings for you. Unseen. I think this is because there is a choice to be made here. I think there's a decision that I'm not sure if you didn't see it coming, but it has certain aspects to it that were unseen. Certain emotional connections, certain bonjour, certain loads of different things that are connected to it that you just didn't see happening. You know what I mean? That didn't see coming in your direction. And they're coming to the surface. They're bringing it to the surface so you can have a good, clean look at it. And it could be within you as much as within anybody else, basically. You know, in regards to your relationships. It could be, you know, it's all to do with you here, I think. The Nine of Swords. So many people get it, don't worry. I think this is what it's bringing to the surface. I think it's bringing things to the surface so you can stop any nightmare, any repetitive thing, so like waking up to the same problem again and again. So, and this is in your future self. So in your future self, it's the moment you're getting a sense of deja vu in regards to relationships that are around you that is, you know, not been, that you haven't enjoyed in the past or hasn't taken you anywhere. This is the change of cycle. This is this new cycle that's coming in you. To actually sort of turn around and sort of say, no, don't want that, moving on, straight on. So you don't even get into the conversation of kind of going, oh, why are we doing this again? Or why is this a problem? And all of that sort of malarkey. Really good for you. I think it's a massive, massive change within you, which is going to help you to manifest, you know, a much more sort of united future with everything that is around you. On your material side, you get the Five of Cups. This is also another card that's come up for everybody, and this is this weird energy that's coming through this week. You know, walking away from disappointment and walking towards happiness. That's what it's all about. Walking away from those 3 cups and walking towards that. Those 2 cups. The unification of yourself and you and your higher self in a way, in regards to your job and your business and etc. Looking to the future. And I think this is what this decision is about as well. This Two of Swords. I think there's a decision that needs to be made, that you might have to leave a job to go to another job, and it's quite, you know, it's like, in a way it's disappointing because you would have liked to build your career at that other company, but you're building your career at another company. You know, it's that sort of thing. I think it's major, major, major disappointment, but I just think it's tainted by disappointment. That's what I think it is. 8 of Swords. Gee whiz. This has also come up for a lot of people. Not everybody, got to be said, but quite a lot. I think the universe here is sort of saying, stick to one plan at a time. That's what I think they're coming out of saying. I don't think the universe is trying to pen you in, but it's much easier to manifest what you want out of the future. And I think almost it's like the universe is sort of saying, until you make that inner decision within you, you're going to find yourself blocked from going forward. That's the sort of sensation. So I think there is a decision that needs to be made inside you before it can advance, basically. How's the past connecting to your future? You get the Ten of Cups. Seeing the reality for what it is. This is what happiness is. The only reason we're unhappy is because we don't see the situation for what it is. We don't see the reality for what it is, and it creates confusion. And within that confusion makes mistakes. We end up doing things wrongly, and that's what makes us a bit sort of upset and what have you. And I think you've seen things incredibly clearly for you. And it's like, almost as if you're asking that question, so why is it not kicking off for me? Why am I not getting exactly the success that I'm demanding? Because there is some sort of decision that needs to be made according to disappointments in the past that you need to be letting go of, apparently. How is your future coming out of this? King of Wands. Once you make this decision, you become the leader. The ultimate, passionate leader of your path, of your career path, your business, your projects, whatever it is. You are kicking it. You know, you're doing well. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. So yeah, kick it. I think it's you. I think this is the decision you've got to make. At some point, you've got to take that leap of faith, I think, going forward. And the Hangman at the end is seeing things. In the future, you'll see things completely in a different way. And I almost kind of think you're going to be kind of in the future kind of going, I can't believe I did that. That was so stupid. You know, this is where you've got to be gentle with yourself And it's a minor thing, and you kind of think, at the time I thought it was a massive thing, and it was a big disappointment. But now when I looked at it in the past, I kind of go, oh, I was stupid, I should have just walked away from it way before I did. You know what I mean? I don't know why I was holding on to it. That sort of thing of seeing things really, really clearly. Okay, we're going to clarify with the Light Seers card. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for the support you give this channel. Really do appreciate it. You can do that through liking, commenting, subscribing of course, and clicking that bell, but you would have done that already surely. But also sort of sharing across all media platforms. That really helps us to bring in other people into the readings. It's really beautiful. Yeah, and also you'll find in the links in the description below to private readings with my good self, and also private healings. There's also an email, because I'm going to be doing workshops in the UK between September and October, and in the United States between October and November. And it connects, I've been doing this for a long time, these workshops, and it helps people to understand the workings and connections that we have to the universal vibration. And over the weekend we open up a conversation, or you open up a conversation with that universal vibration, and you understand huge things about yourself. It's a mind-blowing, eye-opening weekend. So if you want to be part of that, just send us an email and just tell us where you are in the world, and I will then you know, tell you where there's a local workshop to you, the details of where and when and everything like that. Okay, thank you very much for all the support you give us, Aquarius. Let's just see what goes on with this Two of Swords. What's the decision that needs to be made here? A direction that you need to take. It's about your passions, opening that door, opening that pathway with your passions, I think. And I think it concerns more your financial side than your material, than your relationship side, to be honest. But we'll see. Let's just see what's going on with the world. You know, this whole new cycle that is within. You get the Eight of Wands as well. I think you've manifested this. You've created this scenario in your persona of how you are. It's brought you to a pinnacle point where you have the world at your feet. Everything is possible. There's opportunities galore within relationships around you, and it's a real beautiful position that you're taking. Let's just see what goes on with the Six of Wands. Yeah, I think the universe has realized the good quality work that you've done, not only on yourself but also the positions that you've taken within the relationships that are around you, the stance that you have taken within the relationships that are around you. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I think the universe is recognizing your good quality work. And I think the universe is repaying you with it, with good quality work as well, with good quality vibration for you. The Eight of Wands, yeah, it's brought you to harmony sort of thing. As I said, it's, you know, the Eight of Wands is turning negative into positive. I think this is what this Justice card is all about. You're getting your just desserts, as it were. You're getting the justification of the energy that you're putting into it, that you've put into it, and you're getting the payback. But as you do get this payback, it's going to open up things within you that you may not have seen, and in the, you know, or the world that is around you, that's going to expose certain things that you haven't really seen. And because you haven't really seen it, then it gives you that clarity and understanding. And with that clarity and understanding, this is where you get the Four of Swords. You get that healing, as it were, the regrouping, the finding of your true home within your relationships around you, finding that good point in the relationships that are around you. Makes you feel good about it, basically. Makes you feel that you are who you should be at the moment that you should be it. But it's going to give you a lot of understanding, more than anything else. And I think this understanding is going to stop those repetitive nightmares. And you get judgment. Did you have justice? Yeah, you got justice there, and you get judgment. Through that healing, you get judgment. And this judgment card then takes you onto your karmic path of where you should be going, the ultimate goal of starting converting it and taking your philosophy much further than just, you know, your close relationships, taking it out into the world in a way. That's what I'm getting off of here. See what's going on your financial side. The Five of Cups, you get the King of Pentacles. Yeah, living it, being that authority through understanding because you've understand things that have been difficult and might have been a disappointment for you, and you've learned how to and you have that regal aspect of sort of knowing those shortcomings within you, so then therefore you're playing to your strengths, and it gives you that sensation of that overall parent that's looking after everything in a way within the world that is around you. So this understanding, if you get this understanding, yeah, you need to walk away from something. You get the 8 of Swords clarified by the 8 of Cups. So air, it's through the mind. That's where you're feeling stuck at the moment. And the 8 of Cups is going to set you free, because it's going to head you off in a direction where you're going to learn and explore and open up your curiosity. I think this is what the universe is trying to sort of say. Through your curiosity, let's see how far we can push this. That's what the universe is sort of saying to you. With the 10 of Cups, what's going on with the 10 of Cups? The King of Wands, and you've got the King of Wands above it. Wow. This is real progression. This is what manifestation is all about. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, manifest. 1, 2, 3, 4, manifest. That's the sort of thing that's going on here. And I think seeing the reality for what it is going to turn you into a leader. You've now got 2 kings on the clarification and a double king on that side. So it's really taking, I think this is the choice you need to make, to be that leader, be that inspiration for the world around you. And that passion, as you go forth with the passion, and make sure your passion is directed in for the ultimate, reaching for the stars. You know, being a little bit idealistic about it all. Sort of saying, no, this is very possible. The ideal world is very possible. And we're going to head towards it, and we're going to get it. And it's taking that attitude there. And I think this is where you're going to see things differently. I think you'll realise that actually people around you think the same as you in this aspect, and they're going to sort of help you out. And this is what this seeing things differently. A lot of travel that comes in with this. Once you realise this and start becoming the leader and start going for the ideal situation within your life, seeing things differently, working out that actually if I travel, I get a lot more out of it. And I think this is where you are starting to open up to that idea that the world is your oyster. And you have that persona within you in order to create beautiful futures. Or futures that affects the world around you, I think, is really important to you. So there you go. Thank you very much for being with us here, Aquarius. Do appreciate your support to this channel. Don't forget your Lionsgate reading as well, which will be around my head. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.